So if you've seen me change the value of name and also print it out, you've understood that if I wanted to access an attribute or an action, methods, either one, I would need to specify this little dot after my object. And this is important because this is the first thing. We're now thinking more of each things inside our application as objects. So if I want to modify it, access it, do something to it, I specify that variable name, dot, what I want to do with it, what I need from it, etc. So this dot is powerful, right? So now these two variables, they're referencing, they have the same address to the same object, right? Person1 and person2. If you remember when we printed out, it displayed the same values. Now, what if this was actually two objects? So let's gonna do new person again. And this time, if I tell person1's name to be, let's say Reza, something more better than ASD, you'll notice that person2 still has no names. Because this time we have two separate entities, two separate objects, right? And again, I could specify a name for the second object. I don't know, meow. I'm not a content creator. So let's say over here, Reza, meow, we got two different names. We access those, they're two different names. And if ever I want to change one of them, person1.name, and again, let's say Wolf. And again, you'll notice that this was the whole goal of going OOP. Now we got a lot of code that we don't see, or a lot of instructions to the computer we don't see, and we're more focused on how to build our application, right? Specifying those attributes, specifying what actions it has. What else can we do in person? Well, let's check it out. So not only can I access attributes, I could also access our methods. Notice that when we're doing the IntelliSense, you'll get something like this. And similarly, I can't say it anymore. Similarly, inside other IDEs, you'll get something like this, which says a couple things. It's important to understand this because it'll make your life easier over the future. The first is you got the names of everything. Name, or if it's a method, look at the second one. Give allowance, jump, again, eye color, etc. And from this, already some of you determined, well, the ones that have parentheses, they're most likely a method. The ones that don't, they're a field variable. So now if you look just on the left, you'll notice the F for field variables and the M for methods. One last thing to note, the methods, they specify what you need. And you'll see even further the IntelliSense helping you out with that. So the parameters. And on the right side, this is the most important part. It tells you what it's going to return. So you could see that this method returns a float. You could see that this field is actually a string, right? These are meant to help you out. So you could see that this jump method is going to return me nothing because it has void as a return type. And this could make our life easier without overthinking things. Cool? So let's just go ahead and call one of these method, maybe this talk over here. And we're going to say, hello there. I can't spell. And person2 is going to talk as well and say, howdy. All right. And we're going to run. And you could see at the bottom, it's a bit, even though we just wrote talk there or howdy, it became a bit more different. Took in the name, woof, took in the name meow, and then said, says, hello there, says, howdy, right? This is pretty good. Our code is going to get smaller. Our code is going to get cleaner. Our code is going to get more focused on what it needs to do. See you guys in the next video.